Today we are going to do some fiberglass repairs on some old ABS plastic. They're called hinge covers on a Karmann Ghia. So we need to get those cleaned up. We're going to scuff them with a little 80 grit on the back side. Then we're going to make a little bit of a form. I've got some ideas on that, but I don't know exactly how it's going to go. We'll see what pans out and what doesn't. Then we're going to lay up some fiberglass and then cover them in a tweed that's going to match the sun visors that we installed last week. So there's a look at the sun visors again. Yep, there's the tweed. So we'll have matching hinge covers. I should show you where they go in the car. They cover that funny little area right there. Right. That's where the seat belt goes, and over the years it's kind of bubbled out. So I've got a 4x4 under there. We've got our heat gun, and I've got a piece of 1/4 inch or 3/16 steel. I'm going to heat it up, give it a little push, see what we can do. Here we go, about an hour maybe, I don't know, I've just been out here having fun. I'm cutting up little cardboard pop boxes, taping them together and fitting them up on the car. And I've got a form, and what I'm going to do is take some spray foam. I'm going to spray foam the outside of this, and then I'll take all this crap off, and then we'll carve the foam, then we'll lay in some fiberglass and see if it works right. Wanted to give you a glimpse of what we're working with here. I got my fiberglass mold in a can. This is either going to be glorious or horrible. There we have side number 2. So we're going to let these guys harden up. Maybe overnight, and come back. Fiberglass, hopefully. We're all dried up. Let's see, it is 10:30 at night. I did this work at about, I think I sprayed the foam at about maybe 3 o'clock. So we got 7 hours dry time on this, and foam's good and hard. So we're going to take these off here, see what happens. Hoping it'll hold together, hoping it'll come apart. We'll see what we get. This may not be good news, guys. Oh man. Like I said, this is kind of a hero or zero situation. Either this works out awesome, or it's gonna suck. Oop, there she goes. There she goes. Check it out. Alright, so we're missing maybe a little form work right there. Well, maybe not. That's alright. We got a good piece in there. So there's our form back there. We'll take all the tape off. Then we'll get this other side. This down here just didn't fit very well on the car, so I need to take a really good look at that and see what what is causing that. And it might be this little corner here is just too low. Just cut that off, make it square it up, right? More exciting footage here. Here we go. What you got, buddy? Oh yeah, little tape up there. Let's get rid of that. There we go. It's feeling sort of loose. Sorry guys for the shaky cam. Uh-oh, we're stuck down here somewhere. There it is. There it is. Here we go. Here we go. Lift that up. That comes out. This big bahooka. There we go. Pop loose. That is one ugly ass mold. The reason I use this Pepsi box is because it was kind of slick, and I figured it wouldn't stick very well to the foam. Boy, can you guys see the lightning? We've been having some crazy storms. I was in a microburst yesterday. It was on the news. It's pretty cool. Dumped an inch of rain in something like 10 minutes. Yeah, it's pretty interesting. So here we go. So far it looks pretty darn good. That sucked. It left a void there. And that sort of sucked. And it left all kinds of voids in there. That sucks. But you know what? I think it might be good enough to do what we got to do. It might be good enough. Because I can always put too much fiberglass on there and then sand it back off. That don't bother me at all. I've got my keyhole saw. Got round file, square file, big file, other square file. I'm going to use all these to sort of rough shape this here. And, you know, it does a pretty quick job of getting your forms in shape. And I'll use all kinds of shit. Razor blades, files, you name it, whatever it takes, sandpaper. And we'll get this sucker ready to lay up. Forgot about this, guys. I filmed it when I was doing the visor stuff and it got on the cutting room floor. So this is my visor material. Hopefully my headliner is going to be made out of this. Still waiting on word from a couple suppliers. They both say they can do it, but I have no proof yet. And these are the two interior materials. I went to a place here in town called National Fabric, and they have, like, I don't know what they say, 50,000 rolls of fabric for automotive interiors. So vinyls and tweeds and you name it, they got it. And so they had a book where most of the suppliers are giving me a choice of maybe, I don't know, 5 or 6, 10 tops, different tweeds that they can do. These guys had several hundred. I'm going to say probably 200. So if you look up Duramax tweeds, every one of the Duramax tweeds they have. So, and they have them all right there. You can just buy them by the yard. One of the suppliers that I talked to about a top, I said, you know, I'm going to need a couple extra yards of fabric. And they said it was $40 a yard and they'd ship it to me. These folks sold me a yard and a half because it was the end of the roll. God bless them. For $12. So slight difference in price. And then he gave me these two little samples here. Andrea said no on that one. She said it's just too dark. She likes that one. So I think that's what we're going to go with for the middle of the seats. I don't know what we're going to do on the door panels and stuff. Probably this. They've also got some other tweeds that are in this vein with the same, I guess there's, you know, common threads here. So anyway, that's the tweed situation. On this, I've got my plasticine clay out. What happens is this little recess kind of dies in this curve, and there's just one big cavity here. I don't know if you guys can tell that, but that's just a big cavity. It didn't fill in where my form was. So I'm going to fill it in with some plasticine so I can get a good first run at it when we lay up the fiberglass, and then we'll work from there.
Don't let your meatloaf!